Hey, Joshua here from the Heart, and we're back to a new piece of this day on. We are beginning the Reignited Trilogy. Yes, the Spyro Reignited Trilogy. And with us finally in 2024, and also being in the Year of the Dragon as well. This year could be the year that could we say be saying Spyro 4, right? Could 2024, this year, with it being the Year of the Dragon, could it be the year that we finally see Spyro 4 finally happening? And of course, we are going to be beginning, starting with the first game and going in order, by the way. But can we be seeing Spyro 4 this year? Now that we are in 2024, and remember the trophy in the Spyro Reignited Trilogy saying party like it's 2024. So could it be the year?
Okay, rolling. It's been peaceful here in the Five Worlds.
Because again, if you look at the trophy,
Dragon's Age,
right here,
now have 12,000 treasure, or is it for...
party like it's 2024. The name of the getting all the trophies in Year of the Dragon.
I'll take that question.
I mean, again, why would it be called Party Like It's 2024 and not have just not have anything shown throughout this whole year? Like, it just wouldn't make sense. So I personally believe I just personally believe it, though.
Looks like I've got some things to do.
It would just make sense, though. Let's just hope that this is the year for Spyro's return. Or at least the announcement of his return. Right? Let's just all hope.
Thank you for releasing me, Spyro. Free 10 dragons in the artisan world, then find the balloonist. He'll transport you to the next world.
Let's just hope.
What about Nasty Nork? I'm going
Because again, if we don't see anything throughout this whole year, it would mean that, yeah, if we don't see anything throughout this whole year, if we don't see anything for Spyro 4 throughout this whole year, then that means they have wasted a whole perfect opportunity. So we better see something this year for Spyro, right? Especially when it came to that trophy that I showed y'all for Year of the Dragon, saying party like it's 2024, and this year being 2024.
Where's Nasty Nork? I'll torch him.
Keep your horns on, Spyro. You have much to learn first. Do you know what the dragonfly following you is doing? His name is Sparks, and he's helping and protecting you. Keep an eye on him and see what I mean.
And of course, Allura and Team Rumble later on as well to keep an eye out. Which will be later on. So, again, with her and Spyro and Team Rumble, it would just only make sense that we wouldn't be seeing something for Spyro this year as well. Like for Spyro 4. And again, Crash got his Force game, right? Crash got his Force game. So it only makes sense that we will be seeing Spyro getting his True Force installment as well. let's just hope that they don't mess up anything, right? Especially with Microsoft now in charge, right? Now that Spyro and Crash are now owned by Xbox, by Microsoft, hopefully this means that things can change for the better when it comes to their new games that release, right? Hopefully now that they're owned by Xbox, Microsoft, hopefully things will be changed for the better when it comes to the marketing for their new games, for these franchises. Let's just only hope. Really, we can only hope. We can only hope for sure. And again, I just hope Microsoft doesn't screw anything up for sure. Especially now that they're in charge of Crash and Spyro. Not that they own it. Now that they own Crash and Spyro, let's just hope they don't mess anything up. We need Microsoft to do better. Or we need them to do better for Crash and Spyro. Right? We need Microsoft, Xbox, to treat Spyro and Crash better than Activision did, because Activision really treated them like garbage. Or probably not like that exactly, but they didn't really treat Crash and Spyro very well. So let's just hope, at least as you would think. So let's hope that Microsoft can treat Crash and Spyro a lot better. Let's just hope that Microsoft can do a lot better with these franchises. Hang on. But yeah, let's just hope that Microsoft can do better. Right. Let's just hope that Microsoft can do better for this franchise. That's what I'm really hoping. I'm really hoping that for these franchises, for Crash and Spyro, they will be treated with much care. And a lot of people are probably going to be saying, "But look at what Microsoft did, or Xbox did about Banjo-Kazooie," which that's not Xbox's fault that there has never been any new Banjo-Kazooie games. They have stated that it's not their fault. It was from Rare, the developers of the original developers of the Banjo games, that it was up to them to when it came to Banjo-Kazooie. It's not Microsoft's fault. So they have made it clear that, and of course they've stated that they wouldn't force any developers to make something that they wouldn't have an interest of making. But of course, like Paul Yan have stated before, that he would like to, or Toys for Bob would love to be a part of doing both a Spyro sequel and Banjo-Kazooie, because of that thing that a fan made on a post talking about, or showing different franchises and showing which two would you like to see a sequel to, and Paul Yan replied saying Banjo and Spyro. So yeah, just showing that Spyro, or Toys for Bob would actually have an interest on doing both Spyro and doing a sequel for both Spyro and Banjo. I mean, look what they did for Crash 4, though, when it comes to sequels. Look what they did. And they did incredible. They did absolutely amazing. So, I trust Toys for Bob entirely. I do trust them entirely on whichever sequel that they would do. Spyro 4 or a Banjo 3. Or a remake, right? They could very well do a remake of the first two Banjo games.
Watch the dragonfly, Spyro. His color indicates his power.
And because now they're with Microsoft now.
Sure.
Microsoft now has all of the developers too that worked on Crash and Spyro, or Crash 4, Team Rumble, the Spyro Reignited Trilogy, Toys for Bob and Baynox. Microsoft now has. They now have those studios. Microsoft now has Baynox and Toys for Bob. So yeah, a Banjo Kazooie being made by Toys for Bob is very possible now. Now that the whole deal is over, and now that Microsoft now has Crash and Spyro and Toys for Bob and Baynox.
Spyro, my friend. How about a hint on gliding?
They can now. It is now possible.
For the longest glide, press the jump button at the top of your jump, and try pressing the action button to drop down mid-flight.
And I know Banjo Kazooie 3 is another game that people really want to see. A third true game for Banjo Kazooie. So, along with Spyro 4. So, and it's just very interesting of how Paul Yan stated that if he had to choose two, when it came to the choice of showing Spyro and Banjo. Of course, there was other franchises too, but how he said that he would do, if he had to choose two, he would choose to do a new Banjo and Kazooie sequel and a Spyro sequel. So a Banjo Kazooie 3, or yeah, a Banjo Kazooie 3 and a Spyro 4 that him and Toys for Bob would be very much interested in doing. And just look as well, like, and also, this is also a statement from that Canadian guy I mentioned before, but how he stated that the designs of Team Rumble, you know, when it comes to Allura, the Egg Thief, the eggs, the dragon eggs, how they're redesigned in Crash Team Rumble compared to in the Reignited trilogy. So it just shows you that, and it makes you wonder that surely they wouldn't have made new designs, new models just for Team Rumble, right? Could the new models that we're seeing in Team Rumble, could they be hinting at that's how the new art style or models would look for a new Spyro game? That could very much well be the case too. That could very well much be the case. I can guarantee. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest. You know, I definitely would not be surprised if that were to be the case. I mean, I love the Reignited designs. Trust me, I do love the Reignited models. But I think it would be cool if they did, like, Crash 4 and did how they did with its models. And did no models for Crash 4. Have different models for both Reignited and Spyro 4.
Cool flash.
But again, they could very well use the Reignited models, because that'd be good too.
You can challenge him now, if you feel you are ready.
Right. Even if they'd stick with the reignited models, I would be totally fine with it too. Because I know a lot of people do like the reignited models for Spyro, and I'm up there too. I do like it. I do like the models, so whichever one that they would do, I'm fine with. But just what Canadian A mentioned before, of how he even stated of how there would be really no reason why they would change the models if they were, or for Team Rumble, if they already have perfectly good models in the Reignited trilogy of the Spyro characters. If they did new models, if they were just going to use them for Team Rumble and not for a new game, like, those could very much well be for a new game, though. Right? It could very much well be for hinting. Maybe a little slight tease if those were to be the new models, let's say. Not confirming anything, though. But if they were to use those new models that we're seeing in Team Rumble, for Laura, the Egg Thieves, the Eggs, for example, right? Of course, there's some other differences, too, from the reignited models.
I smell a barbecue.
Be careful, Spyro. Toasty has many tricks up his sleeve.
But like I said, hopefully this year will be the year for Spyro, for his return. Hopefully this year, Spyro can be brought back for his Force game. Let's hope so. Because it is time for Spyro to return, right? Because he has returned technically already, but or for Team Rumble, but it is him to properly return for a new game, right? It is time for him to return for a new game. I mean, it's been since 2018, since the Reignited trilogy came out. And thinking, or just to remind y'all, the Spyro Reignited trilogy, with its big milestone of the sales, 10 million copies sold of the Reignited trilogy. A big milestone, for sure. And that just shows you that, yeah, there's a lot of people, when it comes to the Spyro fandom, that just want to see a new game.
Plummeting into prehistoric glaciers?
Oh, that.
And I want to truly believe that we will get a new game, though. Right? I truly believe that Spyro will get a Force game as well. Because Crash got one, right? Crash got one, and normally, of course, another statement that a classic saying from Canadian Guy, but saying whatever happens to Crash happens to Spyro, right? So, Spyro got a Force game, so the same thing should happen for Spyro. Right, you would think it happened with Crash, so now Spyro should be able to get one too. And especially with now that the Reignited trilogy sold very well, with the 10 million copies, it only makes sense for Spyro to get a new game with this big milestone. It just only makes sense, though. And, again, with it being the Year of the Dragon, let's just hope that we will actually see something, because it would make perfect sense.
Welcome to Town Square, Spyro. Begin
exploring by gliding to that area with the bulls. Use the right stick
For
to get a good
Spyro
look.
4 to be announced and to come back. Again, 2024, or this year, is my last hope for waiting for Spyro 4, for a new Spyro game. If we don't somehow see a new Spyro game revealed this year, then I will officially have given up on the wait for Spyro 4, and saying that I don't think a new Spyro game will come out, or Spyro 4 will come out. Again, this is my last year of waiting for Spyro 4. If nothing gets revealed this year, then I would have officially given up on waiting for Spyro 4. And also, it just shows that they have missed out on a big opportunity to announce it. I can just say. Because this year feels like just a perfect opportunity to reveal Spyro 4. Right. It just feels so perfect to reveal it this year. So we better see it this year. Even if the game doesn't get released this year, and it's just revealed, then as long as we see the reveal, if the game is coming in, let's say, revealed this year and coming in 2025, let's say, I would be totally fine with that, to be honest. But it also could come out this year. Right? It could be announced this year and revealed this year. But again, as long as we get an announcement, I'll be fine, right? As long as we get an official announcement, I'll totally be good if the game doesn't get released the same year that it's announced. As long as we get the official announcement, then I think everybody will be happy with, just to say that, yeah, it's finally happening.
You can always track your progress by accessing the guidebook through the pause menu.
But we just gotta wait and see, though. I'm pretty sure the Year of the Dragon begins in February, next month. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure the Year of the Dragon starts next month. I know it's this year. I know it is this year, but I'm pretty sure it is from February to the end of the year. I'm pretty sure it's like all year, right? Not sure exactly. Not sure exactly. Y'all may have to let me know about that, because I could be wrong. I could very well be wrong about that.
I wasn't sure if you'd escape those annoying little creatures. Of course they wouldn't bother me, but here's a hint. Their metal armor is fireproof, but a charge attack will take care of them.
Apparently the next thing that I saw that's coming, that will be in the public domain after Steamboat Willie, will be Pluto. And then Daffy. I mean, not Daffy. well, yeah, Daffy, but after Pluto, it would be Donald. And then I'm pretty sure Daffy. I know I saw it this morning of what it shows that will be entering the public domain after Steamboat. Now that Steamboat Willie's in the public domain. Yeah, let me see. Trying to say exactly which ones would be coming in the public domain after Steamboat Willie.
Spyro, want to know a secret? Use the action button when you want to zoom in and look around.
Oh, your secret's safe with me.
Can't find it now exactly. I know I saw it earlier or before, but can't find it now. But if I can recall, it also had Daffy, which I'm pretty sure I said Daffy, but Daffy, Donald Duck, Pluto, Superman, Wonder Woman, Batman, just to name a few. I kind of set them out of order, but just to name some that will be in public domains. It'll be years from now, but, you know, ones that will be after Steamboat Willie, are entering after Steamboat Willie. But yeah, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Daffy, you know, Looney Tunes Daffy, Donald, Pluto.
Wow! I see you've been busy rescuing dragons, Spyro. You may travel to the Peacekeeper's world if you like. Are you ready to go?
I'm surprised that Goofy's not in the listing, though, of public domain characters that are upcoming. Or that will be, of who would be entering the public domain next. I'm quite surprised about that. Because it shows Pluto and Donald, but I would think that Goofy would also be in that, too. Or Minnie. Or Pete. But most likely they're going to be getting the same treatment as Steamboat Willie. I guarantee. No doubt about it. I can guarantee you that they're most likely going to get the same treatment that Steamboat Willie's getting. Because apparently that's all that we can get when it comes to things entering the public domain. Everything has to be horror. Apparently. So most likely Pluto, Donald, Daffy, Superman, Wonder Woman, Batman will get the same treatment. I mean, they pretty much have stated before that the creators behind the Winnie the Pooh one do want to do Superman. They are looking to want to do Superman. A Superman twisted take. So, I mean, again, of what it just, apparently, those are the only types of things we can get in the public domain nowadays. Is blood and honey type takes on characters. And again, speaking of that, I am still expecting the trailer to come out sometime this month, because Winnie the Pooh 2 is coming out next month. We know that. It'll be releasing next month, so I'm sure the trailer will be coming out sometime soon, with the movie releasing next month.
Hey, Spyro. Sparks the Dragonfly has been doing a good job protecting you. Make sure to keep him strong. My feet eat lots of butterfly.
I will go ahead and get all the gems first before we go into any of the levels. Yeah, before we go into any of the levels, I will get these gems. Oh, I thought I was gonna fall there.
Well done, Spyro. Keep up the good work, and I know you'll fulfill your destiny.
Destiny? I just want to kick some.
Just toast those enemies and collect the treasure.
Yeah, I wanted to go ahead and get all the gems first. And complete peacekeepers first before we go into any of the levels. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they do like Crash 4 and actually take it up a notch and have some type of swears in Spyro 4. I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest, if they did like Crash 4 and have some swears here and there. I wouldn't be quite surprised, to be honest. I wouldn't be surprised. And honestly, there are some Spyro characters that I would actually think would actually fit swearing, to be honest. Ripto, for example. Like, if they brought back Ripto, if Ripto gets brought back, he would be a perfect character to do something like that. Nasty Nork could also be another one too. It'd be pretty funny if Spyro did it a bit. You know what would be really hilarious, though? If we heard Sparks just here and there just say something, though. That would be hilarious. Even though Sparks doesn't really talk.
Thank you for releasing me, Spyro.
It'd be funny if, like, all just a random moment, and he just speaks full sentence, and it's just something that, you know, something that you would never actually hear one of them say. But I do expect there to be, like with Crash 4, having some swears here and there. Because again, most of the people that grew up with Spyro are adults now, right? Or adults, so of course they would want to do like with Crash 4. Of course they're most likely would do with Crash 4.
Is that you, Spyro? Are you the young dragon I've been hearing so much about? Ever since you were a wee puff of smoke, we've known,
You've known...
I forget.
Yeah, I honestly wouldn't be that surprised if that would be the case. And I think it would be kind of funny too. I think it would be kind of funny if we actually heard some of that in Spyro 4, because it was really hilarious in Crash 4. Unexpected the first time, but still very funny. So I think it would be really funny to hear it in Spyro 4 if they did something like that.
Dry Canyon rewards good gliders. You are a good glider, eh, Spyro?
I was born to glide.
I'm sure a lot of y'all would probably agree with me though, or have something to say. Like, you know,
Incredible glide, Spyro. I thought I'd be stuck here forever.
it'd
with
be
those
pretty
ugly
funny to
vultures
see.
standing on my head. Those birds might look tough, but they're pretty tasty. Flame broiled with a pinch of salt.
Easier way to get back. I've done this. There you go. I know I've done that before, but an easier way to get back to this area. That we need to use the key. There you go. Cliff Town. And I'd also like to see different types of puzzles too. Different challenging puzzles that they could come up with too. And different, you know, different characters in that world. You know, like the Spyro 2, Spyro 3 type characters in their level that you would do different challenges for them to get whatever the new collectible or whatever the collectible could be. So I'm not too sure, to be honest, if there will be a new main collectible. There could be, though. I think it would be really cool to see a new type of main collectible that we would, you know, something like talismans or something that's like talismans, but of course something that we haven't seen that we would need to collect in order to open doors to progress through the game.
How's a dragon supposed to flame metal armor anyway?
Remember, Spyro, flame won't work on metal, but charge it with your horns, that should do the trick.
I really hope that wasn't thunder I heard. That rumble that was outside.
Hey, what's on the other side of that river?
Why don't you glide there and find out?
Like that firework. And I am definitely very sure that we will get some hunter missions too, and a hunter tutorial. I wouldn't be surprised if we do get a hunter tutorial at the start of the game. You know, Hunter doing the head bash, teaching how to head bash and glide and hover. And maybe some new moves as well. Which, it would be cool to see Spyro 4, or in Spyro 4, that we will actually learn some new abilities. Like complete brand new abilities that we've never seen before. Or at least never seen in the main timeline. I mean, they could carry over from... It could be abilities that
You've reached the highest point
carry
in the
over.
You can get to almost anywhere from here. If I were you, I'd use that whirlwind over there.
From... That could be from other games. Right? Or they can be, like I said, complete abilities that we've never seen before. There you go, level complete. probably will complete all of Peacekeepers in this one. You know, done all of Artisans and do all of Peacekeepers for this one. Spread the worlds apart on each edition, or the different homeworlds. Spread them apart on each one. I'm so excited to play as Alora. I mean, again, this is going to be the first time that we get to play as Alora, right? Her being in Team Rumble, showing us the first time that we ever get to play as Alora. And hopefully in Spyro 4 as well, we see the return of Alora and we get to play as her too. Because it would be cool if they did, or do like Crash 4, where we see some alternate levels where we get to play as different characters. Like maybe one level we play as Alora, or maybe one level we play as Bianca, since, you know, Bianca's on our side and dating Hunter. So and of course I do expect us to get Sparks levels too. I do expect us to get Spark levels, right? Sparks having his own type of levels, just like in Year of the Dragon. I do expect that. I do expect us to get levels that we do Sparks, you know, like Year of the Dragon type levels. And maybe also that's where we can learn some other new abilities too that could be for Spyro. You know, kind of like how we would get the Gem Finder and the extra hit. But can be complete brand new abilities that we can only get by baiting, or that we can only get for Spyro by baiting the Sparks levels. I think that would be really cool. And I do expect us to get Hunter levels too. You know, like in Speedways. And Speedways in general. I do expect that, I do have a feeling we will get Speedways in Spyro 4. But maybe also Hunter missions in the Speedways too. Right? Where we would, you know, where we would have to find Hunter and do a side mission with him. Night fight. No, not the level 2 one. I meant night flight. Sometimes I accidentally do say night fight, I feel, when I mean night flight. You know, because Crash 2's level night fight, and then we have night flight in Spyro 1. It would be cool if we actually do see the Elder Dragons too in Spyro 4. Because I know there a lot of people in the fandom have talked about it'd be good if we actually say, like, when it comes to the main story as well of Spyro interacting with the Elder Dragons. You know, kind of similar how we would in The Legend of Spyro and A Hero's Tale. Because in those games, we interacted with the Elder Dragons. So it would be really cool to see us interact with Elder Dragons again for Spyro 4. And when it comes to the main plot, too. of the game. Maybe they know something about this mysterious, or whoever the villain is, and what they're planning. Now we gotta go and do Ice Cavern. Icy Cavern. Oh.
A word of caution, little one. Wait until you grow big, like me, before charging those large enemies.
There's large enemies. Gonna get these extra lives. Gonna get this dragon.
Thanks for freeing me, Spyro. And now, where was I?
Now, where was I?
Thank you for releasing me.
Thanks for releasing me. Thanks for releasing me. Yeah, I'm doing good. Still hard to believe it's 2024, right? It's crazy to think that. It's crazy that it's 2024.
Spyro,
It's crazy to
the big
think
norks
that.
up ahead are wearing
Let's
armor.
hope that this year
The
will
ice cave
go
armor can
a
make
bit
their
slower,
feet very
right?
slippery.
Because 2023 went by so fast that it's just crazy, though. But yeah. how 2024 goes. If it goes fast or not. At least let's hope it goes a little slower. Not too slow, but at least a little slower than how 2023 did. Because 2023, like, last year literally went so fast that it felt like it went so fast that none of us even knew just, right, like, it's hard to explain, really. So yeah, let's hope that this year won't go as fast. Hopefully it won't go as fast. I can definitely say for sure here. There is a lot of exciting things in this year that I am so looking forward to. That new Garfield movie with Chris Pratt, the Sandy Cheeks movie. Later in December this year, at the end of the year, will be the Sonic 3 movie. Yeah, Sonic 3 is also coming out this year, by the end of this year.
Some dragons thought you weren't ready, but
Inside Out 2 in summer.
I'm ready, all right. Ready for what?
Despicable Me 4 is coming out this year as well. I know Kung Fu Panda 4 is coming out this year. And that new Ghostbusters is coming out this year. Again, there's a lot of exciting movies that are coming out. Alright. Again, I'm trying to think if we used to do Magic Crafters. Yeah, we'll save the remains or some of the other ones in the next edition. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, make sure your notifications turn on so you miss anything new. And again, let's hope that this year we'll be seeing Spyro get his 4th game. So yeah, catch you next one.